Bye. Thank you very much. I'm just
You're
waiting
welcome.
on Mr. Darius. Then I'll be off. 1 sec. Or 5. My wife, bless her cotton socks.
At least
I
they're
know,
not wool.
Mr. Dave, you're terrible.
What?
Oh. Let's see, let's refresh that. There's Mr. Frosty. And okay, so let me jump over to the ending
What are the
screen.
mottos I was
There we
looking at
go.
this morning?
Get some credits rolling. Obviously, first of all, big, huge thank you to. Let me
Alright.
scroll back first of all. Where are we to? So, Mr. Neon for the resub. Thanks very much for the follows, guys. Mr. Grumpy Dwarf, or not Grumpy Dwarf for the resub as well. The Vink, Mr. Simgame Matt for the biddies. Mr. Dash L Crew, dude, high five, and thank you very much for the raid. Obviously, let's see, follows the Viking in pajamas, Bham757, got Ritas, 101, Heavy Racing Queen, and everyone else. Gosh, so many, been busy all day today. And hats off to you, Mr. Neon, as well. By the way, if you weren't aware, Amethyst Neon's birthday on Wednesday as well. Make sure to catch him if
Alright,
he goes
that's what
live
I
now.
need from there.
I go
But
back to work Wednesday, so I doubt it.
you can get one
New
in
game.
before then. But anyway, yeah, so we are going to go over and see Mr. Darius Frost today. So let me get this
Oh,
raid going.
gotta close that if I'm gonna
Darius
do what I want to do.
Frost. There he is. And
You
yeah, I
expecting
will be
anybody to
back
get
again.
lost, Billy?
Hopefully not. But if you're not following Mr. Darius Frost, I'll give him a
No, not
shout
the
out
sound effects.
quickly. There's that. That's the person we're going to go over. Make
Placeables.
sure to give him a follow, guys. But obviously, I will be back again Wednesday for some form of birthday stream. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys, and let's go see what Mr. Frost is up to. Countdown is going,
This will likely break things, but you know.
and he's doing a little bit of modding at the minute. So catch you later, guys.
Later, all.
See y'all, everyone.
Unless you're sticking around with me. Thank you, Billy,
Oh,
for that
nice.
raid. Do greatly
You're
appreciate it.
very
Welcome in,
welcome.
everybody.
My auto did not go.
Me neither.
So, did you
Oh,
shut
I
down your
didn't
stream
either.
yet?
no, it's still alive.
Yeah, you gotta shut yours down so we go.
No, usually it goes and then I
It'll
shut
ring
mine
the
down
time
with the
when you shut
people.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
There it
Oh,
goes.
I've
I'm
had that
coming
with my
over.
phone. It's a
yeah,
pain.
got
Yeah.
Ritz 101. Thank you for the follow. Welcome into the channel.
Hey.
And immediately Farmer marks in with the treat the animals.
Now he don't get enough treats as it is, right?
Kitty cats.
There's that kitty cat. Come on there, Drake. Come on. Yeah, all the kitties. Pile for you. Pile for you. Now I gotta go this way for the other two kitty cats. Well, one likes to stay up in my son's room, so I've got to usually go to her. But it's not fair to give all the other kitties treats and not her, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, exactly.
Come here, Dahlia. And of course, at this point, it's usually out, so.
I'll feed your cats
To what?
to an alligator. uh,
Where are you, sweetie? Oh, there's Kirsten. I don't know where she is. And I think my headset just cut off.
I saw
Oh,
a
you're
report
still
that
there.
No, okay.
the WEF, World Economic Forum, wants to eliminate millions of cats and dogs to reduce the global emissions.
They also want to
Yeah.
eliminate millions of us.
They do want to do that too, but they're going to start with the cats and dogs to see how we do it.
They're
How
already
we
starting.
Well, supposedly supposedly those bastards got caught sending They're the ones that are helping send millions of people across our southern border.
So, okay.
And then I can't forget, I gotta give the puppy his biscuit. Which is why it's no longer kitty treats, it's treat the animals. Houston, come here. Come on. Come here. Come on up. So you can say hi to chat. Come on up and get your biscuit.
Your wife eats treats all the time, and she doesn't share with you.
Well, that's
She's
true.
rude.
Alright, what did I miss? Welcome in there, penalty box, Mamadou. Viking pajamas. Yeah, the voices are really quiet. Yeah, hold on. My audio settings keep changing. That should help. There we go. That should help. And then I think I need to add. Should be on this line. It should be on that line. There's one piece that frustrates me about this map, so I'm fixing it. For whatever reason, most of the productions that you store stuff in don't show their volumes on the stat page properly. So this will either fix it or break it. Either way, lesson learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the last time I tried to make an adjustment and I really broke it. Okay, so yeah, that's right. That's just a silo. That should work.
Right, I'm gonna check my Wi-Fi. We'll be back in a wee while.
Yep.
No problem.
Have a good one, Billy. Again, appreciate the raid.
Oh, very,
As
very
long as a
welcome.
wee while.
I
A
didn't
wee
know.
little bit. A wee little bit.
You find out in a little while.
Just trying to get some perspective. How long you'll be gone.
Alright. And then, of course, because this version of Farm Sim doesn't like to keep my freaking steering wheel working anymore. Every time I come into the game, I've got to go back into Logitech and reset my steering wheel spring return. And if I don't leave Logitech open now, if I tab out of Farm Sim and come back, it'll forget that the centering spring's supposed to be working.
I had that problem too, and it's insane.
It never used to do it. It would,
Until
it
just
would work
recently.
until just recently, yeah. So something Giants
Exactly.
did, because it's the Giants version of the game. It's not the Steam version, it's the Giants version.
Well,
Actually, the funny,
I
yeah,
had the
that's
Steam
the funny
version,
thing is,
so
I've
Yeah,
never,
well,
doing
I've
mine
always,
too.
on my steering wheel, I've always had the
then
problem on this Giants version, but when I log into Steam, my wheel works.
see, then it's definitely something Giants did that if it's also happening to the Steam version.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't even have my
All
wheel
right,
plugged in anymore. Right now.
where was I? All right, we need to get you back to work. We were in the middle of harvesting some sunflowers last night. I'm gonna get this guy back to work. He was sitting there. That's right, the new tractor was finally to the farm. I should say, where were we last night? It was actually 7 o'clock this morning, but hey.
You play so much, you lose time. Doesn't matter.
There we go. I'm gonna set this aside because we do need to do some work over by field 4 before we plow that out, but that's the leased tractor. Snus. Snusmumricken 83. I probably butchered your name. I very much apologize. But welcome into the channel.
I'm
Thank you
glad.
very much for the follow.
I'm glad you had to say that.
Hey, I'll butcher a name. It's just what it is. I don't mind doing it. I'll take the hit.
That name was made to be butchered. Come on now.
Exactly. I'm thinking.
So my plan did not work. I probably put it on the wrong line. I'll have to fix those later. Cause see, I thought productions showed up in your stats page by default. Their their volume. You know, if you have product in a production line, it usually shows up. You have so much in storage. But it doesn't do it on this map. And because they use the well, that's right. This guy here we needed to change out our trailer. That's what I was looking for a mod. Dang it.
Are they using the in-game production scripts?
Yeah. Production revamp. Alright, there were some other changes we were working on too to the farmyard here, but I think we need to figure out where. Let's start with figuring out where I'm going to make the crossing into this field. I think right here's a good spot. So do we do it this way with an actual wooden, or do we do an actual crossing? That'd be a lumpy, bumpy bridge to get across. I don't want to do that. So I think we might do the pipe work. I'll just make it smooth with the ground and then add the pipe work to the front and the back. Do it that way. Install the culvert, so to speak. Save view. Turn off the autosave for a few minutes. In case I break it. We're gonna go right here. Hey, Jay Zambodi. Welcome in. That should be wide enough for a tractor. Go just a little wider, just to make sure. Rid of the plants. And then uphill side. Like so. Landscaping, I should have painted in there a little bit better, but it's alright. We'll make do. We'll make do. I think we're going to try and bring this a little bit further. I think that'll work. But there, the field edge. Paint some gravel across. Like so. Actually, I should have used this texture. Like so. There we go. Thank you for the hydrate there, Mucky. Doing alright there, Jason Bodie. And a stretch. I think that'll work. That looks okay. I think it's as good as I'm going to do with these tools. And the last thing I wanted to do was, where's that muddy bottom texture? Asphalt, gravel, dirt, animal mud. Not quite the right muddy texture I want. Guess the best I'm gonna get with this. There you go. I like it. It'll work. Turn the autosave back on. Alright, and we're working on this field down here. John Deere's full because I wasn't paying attention. Then I need to go pick a different trailer. Doing alright, Amaki. Doing okay. Alright, I think that one will work. Trailers. I could have sworn that was the one I had before. But alas, it is not. Must have been this one I had the first time. Yep, I think we're gonna get this one here instead. Instead of that other trailer, I think we're gonna go this one here. Unloading mechanics. Oh, I don't need that. Unless there's a better modded trailer for doing this. To the mod hub! I remember I was on the mod hub this morning looking for some mods, but I was falling asleep and don't remember what I was actually looking for this morning at 6 o'clock. Fleagle, you got a capacity of 51,000 on the big one. That's actually not bad. That one's not bad. That only goes to 42. I'd like something in the 50 range if I can find one. You go to 31, but you're a dump style. I don't want that. Because you limit me. I think we're going to end up with that Cargos pack. You go up to 48. These crampy ones are a dump style, which makes it difficult to get into some of the fill points. 55, are you a... You a dump style. I think you're a... Yeah, because there's the hinge point. Not that you can tell with the screenshots, because Giants can't tab through screenshots properly. Ooh, the Joskin Drakars. You get to 46. What do we want to use? Leader by... No, you're a tip style. Adjusting cargo pack. I've used that in the past. Oop, I guess then. Yep, that's a... Again, a tip style. This is the in-game one that I was just looking at. Oh, that one goes to 54. I know you're not a lift style trailer. Might be a good option. That might be a good option. 'Cause the only other one I can think of is this class cargos. Yep, I think we're gonna go with this one here. And then call it a day with that. There you go. Oh, I should have fixed that bed before you got in it, but it's okay, Kirsten. Make sure I close that. Thank you there, Carpenter, for that. That was really loud. You got me. Why did that not... Why did the alert thing not go off? Why did the alert thing not go off? Did it get broken again? Oh, there it is. Thanks, Sound Alerts. You're like 5 minutes late. Ba-do-do-do. Nokians are decent. You go with the Michelins, though. Yeah, it could be, Carpenter. But I do greatly appreciate that scare. That was really freaking loud. Alright, let's go pick up our... I didn't even look. Please tell me that I just leased a trailer that'll... Damn it! It doesn't work, chat. I could have sworn I had one of those trailers for... a... You know, something like one of the... something like this trailer here. I could have sworn I had it for... But I thought it was like this Annaberger or the Bergman. Must have been this Krone one, I think. Must have been the Krone one. Lease that one and I'll get rid of them. This modded one, I guess. All that for nothing. Oh well. Ugh. So what's everybody up to today? It's Monday morning or afternoon. It's not morning for me anymore. Well, it is, but you know what I mean, chat?
Farming. Lots of farming going on.
Yeah. Eventually we gotta trade this tractor, but I'm gonna have to wait till midwinter when I sell my wood chips. Because this is the tractor the farm purchased, but... Just started a playthrough on the Upper Mississippi, Viking? Nice. How you liking the map so far? Looks really nice. First, where you feel you're gonna stay. Good day. Get 18 carriers. There you go. Auto loading the containers on the barge there. Nice, Dobby. Yeah, the map feels decent. You know, it's not. Doesn't feel too big for one person. Fields are, you know, challenging, but in a good way, I guess. There's a few quirks that I want to work out, but all in all, I can see myself getting a ways into this map. I gotta check out that Elk Mountain one that Chris was talking about this morning. Ruh-roh. Worker has almost a full grain tank again. You're only 2 hours in so far, haven't discovered everything yet. Right on. Yeah, I don't know how many hours I'm up to so far on this playthrough, but I feel like I haven't really discovered much of this farm, or this map at all. 22 hours. I sold everything off from the main central farm and I moved up to the dairy farm. So just kind of starting up there. No, worker's got a full grain tank. Dang it. I'm going to pull over in this grass right ahead here so I can switch tractors quick. So I get past the guardrail. Well, this isn't going to get me very far. But I did manage this morning to buy a cornfield, so we'll be able to harvest that next month. I've got this area cleared so we can start changing field 5 around a little bit. I want to do a little work over by field 4 before I plow that out. Then those are going to end up grass fields. Hopefully I can get there before the combine shuts down again. Then I do have a couple of fields to make here and here. We'll get that done over the winter, and I'll plant those in the spring. I don't think I'll get any planting done this fall. All the planting will probably get done in the springtime. But I'll get the fields plowed, I'll get them all scanned and limed, ready to go for springtime. I'm changing up my playstyle a lot for this map too. Only allowed one contract at a time. You do play on hard. Valley Bluff Farm. Pay off the starter loan. There you go. Oh, this is bumpy in this tractor. I do have the lease to own mod. So I've taken some equipment that's not used a lot on the lease to own style of purchasing. And I do have my first 20 cows. So we've been making some changes on the farm. Early on, before I changed farms, Chat had authorized a $250,000 equipment loan, which I've since paid off after selling my initial load of wood chips. So which one's Valley Bluff Farm? Is that, oh, up here. I haven't even been up there yet. I'll be honest, I haven't really, like, driven around the map to see the different farms and stuff. But I'm over here on the Stanley Dairy right now. What animals are on the Valley Bluff Farm? I'm assuming cows and something else. You did buy the farms in the test world. Just jumped around a little bit. Yeah. Oh. Ah. That one's the one with no animals on it. Gotcha. Yeah, I did fly around a little bit early on, but I kind of saw a overview video of the map prior to me playing. That's kind of how I've... Why are you not... What? That was weird. Um, that was how I found this map. I was kind of wanting to do more of the farming side of things, not so much the productions. Kind of started looking at some 16x maps, but then figured, it's a little big. Stick to something 4x. This one caught my eye and decided I'd check this one out for a little bit. Love Dave's map, but there's too many productions make my head hurt sometimes.
There's never too many. You don't have to use them.
I know, but you just like I was already at a point where I was building a bunch of stuff, and it's kind of like I just don't want to right now deal with it. I just want to farm more.
I
So
do a lot more farming than I do on productions on here. But I have a lot of production I haven't built yet. But I don't even have 1,000 hours in it yet. I got a couple thousand more to go, at least.
yeah, no, don't get me wrong. You made an amazing map. It just I don't know. I wanted something a little smaller where I wasn't concerned with auto drive and stuff, and focus a little more on farming. So I figured I'd check this one out
Again,
for a little
I
bit.
haven't used a single. It's all game style play. I haven't used a single auto drive or course fight. Never had to focus on it. But I get what you're saying. I'm just saying.
All right, cause you know what? That might be the better route. We're just gonna hang a left up here. So you wanted a map to play bigger equipment, not too much productions at least. First American map for you? Ah,
That map would drive me crazy just with the ditches on the sides of the roads. My driving skills, I'd be
well,
spending
yeah,
more time pulling myself out of ditches.
you're also the style to just I'm gonna bomb through this field to get to the next one.
Exactly.
But
Give me some. Give me
it's a
the.
different style of play, so I figured I'd check it out. I like the dairy farm because this one here, he's got all the animals built into the map in such a way that the where the animal's path is all fenced in and kind of built into an area. It's got a decent look
Mhm.
to it. So, and the dairy farm has 3 cow barns of 500 apiece. So I got the first dairy barn with 20 cows in it right now. I'm about to get the second and third one going, but I wanted to get my TMR maker down first, so I don't have to sit there and try and mix it a load at a time. That got that got quite frustrating. I do have a small spot set aside to put it. Well, now that I've cleared it out. Oh, that was one change I wanted to make. I hadn't done yet this morning too. Was that foliage type is not a plantable foliage type, and I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna have to make sure I enable that. Found mixing TMR in the wagon was fun the first couple times. Yeah, exactly. It's fun the first few times, and then after that, it's like, because of course, if you accidentally screw up the mix, it's no good. So what do you do? Especially where right now the only TMR mixer I have only holds 12,000 at a time. It's like, it's not enough. Yeah, I don't have auto load on. I don't have auto. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're about to have a really bad day, chat. We're about to have a really bad day.
Like just
Yeah, it came down at the very last second. I was like, well, not stopping in time for that. At least he didn't knock me over into the river.
I lost signal. You put the ring to. I can't
No,
communicate.
I was gonna say you're getting really garbly all of a sudden.
On my end.
Yeah, you went robot on us. Same here, Bodine. I was expecting to end up in the river. I was like, this is about to be a really bad day.
It be back. It was on my end, but as soon as you said that, I lost connection. And I thought that that's what was it was on your side because of what you were saying. Oh, this is gonna be a bad day.
No, I got hit by the train.
And I missed it.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will clip it. Yeah, the crossing came down. It was too late for me to stop and avoid it, so I tried to go around it, and the trailer got caught by the crossing, and then the train caught the trailer. Right on the corner that leads you to the river, too. So it's like I was expecting to end up flying off into the river. We got lucky. Welcome to Wisconsin. Of course, this map's 180 degrees upside down. I can't not help but notice that now that somebody pointed it out. But I guess it's been that way since it came out on 17, and nobody's thought to fix it. Oh yeah, it was Bodine that pointed it out. No worries, Bodine. Um, in order to do it, you'd basically have to. My guess is take everything in the map and spin it 180 degrees, including all of the, uh, like, paints and everything else. I'd be willing to bet you it's quite the pain in the rear. Ah, damn it. Come on. Go through the frickin'. There you go. Thanks, CJ. Here you go, Dave. Yeah, I don't have auto load on. I don't
What?
have auto. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're about to have a really bad day, chat. We're about
You
to have
weren't
a really
supposed to.
bad day.
Oh man. See? You tried to wiggle through there.
What? Yeah, it came
I
down
was
at
at
the very
full
last
speed
second.
with the train
I
with
was
the
like, well, Well, full speed with the loaded tractor. It's not like you can stop on a dime, so even if I had tried to stop for the crossing, I don't think I'd have stopped in time. So in a panic, I figured, gun it! Nope. Alright, Bodine, we'll catch you in a bit. Hopefully things go well for you at the lawyer's office, and he doesn't rape you too badly. But it is a lawyer, so...
Oh, yes. Gotta love lawyers, don't we?
They're almost as bad as politicians. It's... Now I know why politicians are so bad, because most of them started out as lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're like, charging $800 an hour isn't good enough for us. Let's rape even more people and get a bigger payday out of it.
Yeah.
So they go into politics. Which is an aptly named term. Poly. Many ticks are blood-sucking creatures. Oh.
That's insane. But you're right. It's just almost. It's like they go there because it's guaranteed money. They don't have to worry how the people think of them.
Yep. Poly is Latin for many, and a tick is a blood-sucking creature.
So there are many blood-sucking creatures. That makes sense.
I've never thought of them as otherwise after I heard that the first time. I was like, yep. Touché, sir. Why is it doing that? That is weird. Okay. I say, like, why is it doing that? It's the weirdest thing. Did you see, Dave, that all of the official ARC servers are now shut down permanently? For the release of ARC Ascended?
ARC Ascended.
Yeah, basically call it a 1.5. It'll be ARC converted to Unreal 5.2. And that'll be going for until the release of ARC 2, which is now sometime 2024, but my guess with the ARC Ascended release, it's going to be late 2024 before ARC 2 comes around. So they converted the original ARC to 5.2. Apparently it's going to be early access 5.2, with the intent of going to 5.3 after its release. Oh, and by the way, it's an excuse to charge everybody $45.
Oh,
yeah.
Or if you buy it at launch, it's $40 supposedly. Woohoo! Save $5. Sorry, everybody that's been purchasing all along should get it free. Buying
Oh,
your
yeah, absolutely.
buying your expansions all this goddamn time.
But then they're complaining they wouldn't make any money if they did it that way.
Yeah, like I said, this is their excuse to be able to get more money out of you instead of having another like Genesis expansion or something. We're gonna convert you to this. I will say though, some of the screenshots for Ark Ascended from their Twitter page look
Mm-hmm.
pretty darn good though.
I never played Ark.
It's it's a really fun game. I enjoy it a lot. Ark Ascended news. I was looking at this a little bit yesterday. Um, there's that screenshot from it. Run on 5.2. Studio Wildcard is meticulously incorporating 5.3. And it'll go eventually to 5.3 completely. But that's supposed to be an in-game screenshot from Ark Ascended. The vegetation looks a lot better.
Damn.
Supposed to increase the draw distance for animals and bases by 70%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's why I never play on an official server anymore. I'll play on an unofficial server or single player where if I stop playing for a bit, everything pauses because it doesn't continue going. Whole new UI for everything. Which actually looks kind of decent. I almost like this a little bit better than the way it was with the two different windows with everything kind of stuck in between. Makes it a little easier to see your stats and stuff like that. This is supposedly what the new dynamic water looks like in Ark.
That's because of Unreal? Damn. It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah, if that's it's hard to say because it just shows this a little bit.
Not
You know,
animated or anything.
well, there's no animation to it. There's no dinosaurs or anything to show. It's just this, a picture. But if that's what it ends up looking like, that's pretty darn amazing. I kind of like that a lot. Big change to the interiors of caves. Looks really good. But there's no actual like Steam page for Ark Ascended or anything like that yet. So, hard to say. Follow along so I get some updated information. No Fear Evolved this year. Damn you, Ark. That's one of my favorite events. Oh, Harvester stopped. Turned around and didn't start again. It's alright. Now that we get this tractor back to the field, we're gonna, Hey, KW. How you doing today, bud? Hey, Farmer Marks. That was weird. It didn't, flip around to the next row. It just stopped at the end for some reason. Even though it had plenty of room. Hey, little demon. Yep, we got Kitty Darius and Kitty Kiston with us today. The Soul Stealers in the back.
Yesterday we went out to go see our breeder, we're getting a Bernese Mountain Dog puppy from them, and we're talking about cats and stuff. She goes, "Oh, don't worry, cat will tell the dog what to do, and then the dog will realize, oh, I can only play this way." So we're like, "Yeah, we got a 14-year-old geriatric cat. That's gonna be interesting."
Usually, when, I mean, by that age, cats are set in their ways, and if a puppy comes around, the cat will give it a whap or two, and the puppy usually learns, don't do that.
Exactly, hopefully. So yeah, it'll be an interesting time. Haven't had a dog for about 12 years, so.
Wow.
But the Bernese Mountain Dogs are the only dogs that we've really. It's either Goldens or Bernese is what we had, so. Just the easy breed to. They're easy to. We're getting one that's a lap dog, even though they're big, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gotten really lucky with the temperament on our lab mix that he was a rescue.
I gotcha.
And yeah, his temperament's been awesome. And he doesn't take off, run away, or do any of that stuff. You let him outside for hours on end, he'll sit at the front steps. He'll go do his
really
business and he'll just sit on the front steps.
Yeah. When last time we had our Bernese, the cute thing was we just moved out to an area where there was a lot of snow. And believe me, in Oregon, this is the only place in Oregon you get snow constantly. So we take him out there and he's like, "What is this stuff?" Puts his nose in it. And then he's like, "I like this." So he just jumps off the deck into the snow and all you see is his tail above the snow. It is so cute.
Nice.
Yeah, he was a
Oh, we
sweet
get a
dog.
long ways to go on this harvest contract. Why are you not harvesting? There we go. Oh no, it's messed up, Faye. It's messed up. I I didn't end my stream last night until, well, I didn't end stream till like 6:30 this morning. Then I took a nap. Now I'm streaming again. So, you know, about the usual.
To be honest,
Oh, wrong
predicting
field.
frost is crazy.
Welcome back, Billy.
Well,
We've known this.
Thank you.
yes.
I've been here for a while, but playing.
He's been quiet.
I have.
We don't do that
Which is
around
scary.
here.
Can I redo my farm actually? Two things have been bugging me for a while, so change that a
Ah.
little bit.
I know a little something about that.
Yeah.
Yep, with it, before the raid finished coming through and I could acknowledge the raid, they had redeemed the kitty treats.
Mm-hmm. I really don't like getting rid of fences, but they're a pain.
Yep, I understand that. I don't know how it possibly thinks I'm 41% done that contract. Maybe this is the longest part of the field here. I don't buy it though. I'm pretty sure there's still a stump right there. Alright, I think we're gonna take this one here. Little vulture's working out all right.
Yeah, they're pretty decent tractors.
Well, this morning while I was streaming, Chad of course voted to
Mm-hmm.
change the farm up a little bit, so we're going to Fent Agco.
Good choice.
That's what Chat chose. So this one's on a lease to own. Oh, yep. Good call there, CJ. I didn't even pay attention. Wasting wood chips. I do need to replant some trees. I'm gonna plow that field out first, then I'll replant trees. But we need to make a few changes before we do that. After I'm done this contract, we'll do our tree planting in the winter. Not that that would be a good time of the year to do it, but that's what we're gonna do it. Yeah, I needed to have a tractor that had narrows for doing fertilizing, so. And one preferably with a loader for pallet handling. Actually, I think when I'm in town to dump this, I'm gonna switch that temporarily to the back 3-point. Drive over and pick up the pallet forks, because I forgot to pick them up. Then I still gotta figure out the manure heap situation. I might have to make a modded manure heap for that, though. Because I know there's a limit in which the manure heap will collect from the barns. And unfortunately there's 3 barns all side by side, but there's limited places to put the heap. So I might be able to get away with 2. 2 manure heaps. That might work, actually. I might have been using the wrong manure heap when I was trying to place it last night. Alright, I need to go empty the combine, which will fill this. Field work comes first, so. Whoa! Push me right around sideways. Hey, Darius. Dang it, I did it again. Meant to turn south and go that road. Oops. Because this is a more direct path. Woohoo! Beef stew for supper.
Nice. We had a stew the other day.
Alright, Faye, you take care, bud. See you sometime in the middle of the night when our sleep schedule's all messed up again. Well, he's over there in Germany, so. But typically his sleep schedule ends up really wonky, so middle of the night when I'm up, he's up. Hey, at least I don't have to buy a new microwave like I thought. I could just try to fix the other one. I thought I completely fried my microwave yesterday. It turns out all I did was trip the breaker. So that's good. In a way. I'm just going to take it down and fix it. I'll probably try and do that later on after supper or something, maybe, if I get ambitious. Which means I won't, and I'll likely end up doing it Wednesday. When my son gets home early. Alright. No repeat of the last time I came through this crossing. Good. At the 80% mark up there. Combine's full. Pull over quick. Hey, I'm kind of bummed I don't get to go to the fair this year. I was looking forward to it. Me too. How was school today? There we go. Combine's empty at least. A lot of stuff goes to this grain elevator. I think this is the third delivery contract I've had to go here. And on the way back to the field. Here we go. Always brings me down. Oh, I still gotta finish driving the other tractor down here. Oops. So, Dave, question.
Yep.
I know I heard you saying it was in your stream yesterday, maybe? That you were going to be basically holding off on the 8X version until after the expansion comes out this fall. Are
Correct.
you anticipating that it might require the expansion as well for this next map?
I have to see it's a possibility, but I want to see what they do.
Because I know they're bringing the carrots in and stuff, but that might be locked
Hmm.
into the expansion.
Right. We will see. That's why I have to hold off. Might not be usable at all. Don't know.
Yeah, it's just really nothing that
Well, if they
excites me
use
about that one so far.
if they put the parsnips and carrots into the base game maps, then we should be able to somehow include them in ours, which they say they're going to. So that would have mean that the
They also
base game
said
one.
they also said we were going to get the trees from the platinum expansion, but where are those?
Yeah, but the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They said that they were going to be available. That doesn't mean they are. That's the problem with Giant.
You know,
Is they're
they said we were going to get those, and yet here we are.
because I
Hmm.
know the same thing with the trees. If they put them in the base game maps, we will be able to put them into our map.
I completely missed my turn.
And that's why they
Oops.
misspoke about the trees because they didn't want to put them into the base game because then we'd have access to them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll do it the same as the sugarcane, where it gets added to the other maps.
Right. Then what
Oh.
would need to be done, if it works like sugarcane, then you would just need a combine for the people that don't, or a header for the people that don't have the DLC,
Mhm.
because you still would have all the files have to be built into the map for fruit types. Unless
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
develop some new system. That's a possibility too. Some new system
Some
to
new system
access
to
fruit
screw over
types
the
from.
modders? I can't imagine.
Mm,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. If they developed a new system that reads it directly from the the only thing that was the holdout in the past was the equipment to harvest them, and we can make a new header for the Tiger,
Oh
that does
heck
them.
yeah.
We already have them,
Yep.
but
I
it
meant to go
remains to be
straight
seen.
here, not turn. Oops. Yeah, I kind of looked at it a little bit the other day when they had their announcement. It's one of those things, it doesn't really excite me.
I
I
like
mean
new
they're
That,
crop
popular.
types and new machinery that is specialized for those
Mhm.
crops. That's you know, that adds to the game, but that's about all they got there.
well, that's why, like, I mean, and unless, not having seen the equipment yet that they're adding,
Well, to
doesn't
actually
excite
have a
me as
real
of
like
this point.
carrot harvester to do carrots rather than what we have now that doesn't do carrots
Yeah.
in real life. That's what I'm talking about. That's kind of a like getting a sugar. That's why I like to use a sugar cane harvester. It's a different piece of type of equipment. It has a different purpose. But that being said, also usually we get the better textures to make them look better, and there's supposed to be new soil types as well for the carrots and
That
parsnips and things.
finally they're doing what the precision farming.
Not from precision farming, but I think it's just the texture,
Oh.
planting texture and stuff that
Oh yeah.
I think they. I don't know exactly until we get it.
I'd
Yeah,
like to say it's
somebody
going to be a
was.
surprise that they're going to give us a lot of nice things, but you can never hold your breath at
I know
giants.
better.
Exactly right.
They'll charge you $6
I'm
for
beginning to
4
see it.
pieces of equipment.
Hmm.
So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep my eyes on it, but
Not going to hold any breath.
nope. I haven't bought a DLC since the Platinum expansion, so. Dang it. The autosave got me. Alright, now that we're done with this one, now we can finish this. Finally.
Well, guys, I'm going to check out of here for a little while. Go do some other things. So, probably see you guys later tonight.
Alright, Matt, take
Alright.
care.
Have a good stream, guys.
Hey, Tim, how you doing today? How'd be the weather down there in the south? Yeah, there's a few wood chips here in the, pants in the morning and shorts in the afternoon. Typical fall weather. Alright, I think I am going to go over and pick up the forks. Since we're already down into town, might as well do it. Gotta make sure you stop for the red lights, because half the time you get caught by the invisible collision. And it's always when I least expect it's gonna happen, too. Yeah, well, I don't think I'd have stopped even if I'd have wanted to. I was kinda doomed to hit it, I believe. Hey, Ryan. Welcome in. At some point I need to bring the mowers down here and get those swapped out. But there's a modded set of mowers I want to, pick up. I just don't have that modded set downloaded yet. Hmm. I don't think I got the option for the reversible driving position in this tractor.
It's an option.
On this one, yeah, I believe so. It's the Valtra Q series. Is it in the mediums, I think?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can convert. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought they were all standard.
Nope, it's an option, and I don't think I
Oh.
bought the. I don't think I got the option when I picked this one up. And this is one of my lease to owns, so until I buy the lease out, I can't modify it.
Alt B.
Oh no, well, yeah, Alt B's turning on the crop sensor.
Is it? Oh, okay. I don't look at mine. I going somewhere. Where is this?
I'll find out at some point.
Hmm. I know it's usually shift Y something, isn't it?
I thought I had taken that option, but I think when I did the lease, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna really use the reversible driving position. And I was just thinking I had seen on the Mod Hub one of the mower sets that you can get can combined all into one, so you have the front and the rear Y, but it attaches together and then goes on the back of the um it would end up
Oh,
on the
BDBS.
back.
He's got one of them. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a Novacat, is it?
Yeah, I think it's the Nova Cat, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly which one it is. There's one of them that I had seen. It was a yellow and red one, I want to say. Yellow and green, maybe.
Pottinger Novacat 301 and X8 probably.
Something like that.
Yeah. I know a few months ago BDB SSB released a converted version from 19 to 22. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd seen it on the Mod Hub,
Mm.
and I was like, all right, that's cool, but I don't have any, I'm not going to be using any tractors that reverse direction. And then I got this one and went, oh, maybe I will be.
Yeah. One nice thing I will say about that sort of mower setup is you could actually have it on the front of your tractor and then have like a windrower or a loading wagon on the back or a baler or something like that. You could do
Yeah,
multiple
I mean,
tasks in one hit.
theoretically, yeah, I could just stick it on the front of the tractor that way.
But yeah, realistically it'd be more on the back.
Yeah. What do you mean, unfold the pipe? The pipe is unfolded. Alright. Really, game? There. Yeah, some tractors have reversible driving directions.
Yeah, the
Oh,
big
come
footprint
on, really?
Vario that has that option where the chair spins around. Oh, nice.
Well, one reason being is, here, I'm gonna go download that right now anyway, so let's go do it. Tractor's full, so it's gonna sit there and wait. Mods? We don't download mods.
Left shift B to change direction. That's the one.
Yeah, this one right here, the Pottinger Nova Cat. See, you can set it
Oh
up
yeah.
like this, Cope. And if you have a reversible driving direction, now you're driving forward. This is all in the front of the tractor. Not, I mean, Lucas plays TV. I don't think Speedy. That's not BD. Whatever it is.
No.
I can't say that.
BDSSD.
Sure. Whatever Billy just said, chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one had caught my eye. You still in the excavator, Tim, or you back in your dozer? Alright, we can get rid of that trailer mod I downloaded too. Because I don't need it. Was it up here further? See, I like this grain hauling pack, but the problem is it doesn't have like an auger on the back of the truck to be able to get into taller um, trailers. Or taller cedars, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it was right down here, was it? Apparently it was. Unless I want to go and edit the XML on it. Make it a bulk carrier instead of forage. The hell's that mod at? Oh, right there. In the excavator. You still working on that big old job where you had that sloppy pond to start off with? Or you want to do a different job now, Tim? I want to get that. Lizard loader. This might be just the pack that I want. Why do you have separate ones for... Maybe it's not going to be the one I want.
Hey, Mr. Cope. Thank you very much, buddy.
Newer. Nope. They don't have anything I actually want that'll do with what I'm going to do, so that's fine.
Oh my goodness, some people just don't learn. Or listen.
Yeah, is the Nova Cat, if you try to put it on the front 3-point, I don't know if you're going to get enough weight on the back with a rake to stop the tractor from wanting to do a handstand.
I usually find connecting the rear first, then the mowers onto the front seems to work well.
Yeah, but you still may end up with the
Depends
handstand
on what
effect
rake you
from...
use. Yeah. Main
Because
one I use
even
for
if you
work
have
rate.
it... can.
What will you get? Header wise, I usually go for like the Vicon, the 904 one. It's about what 9 meter wide. Windrower wise or rakes, what you want to call it, merger. I usually go for like the merge backs, and they seem to be fine.
Yeah, I was just thinking you need something fairly heavy, or you know, a tractor with decent wheel weights, like dual wheel weight type of setup on the back. That might be enough to keep you going.
Yeah. Oh, back in a minute. Daughter's bedtime.
Yep. Waiting to see the machine they're bringing tomorrow. GPS guided curbing machine. For when you want to make the really long curbs. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one to see, Tim. That's an expensive machine. Still probably less than the excavator you're in. But if it's a machine that solely does curbing, that's a expensive machine. So it takes less time and you can get in and out quicker. Well, yeah, I mean, it is probably way more efficient. You're in and out faster, you have less setup, but does it justify the added expense is the question. I'm guessing it's concrete curbing and not asphalt. Concrete, cement, tomato. Well, every time I say cement, all I can think of is the Beverly Hillbillies. Look, Pa, they got a cement pond. Granny was awesome. Just gonna say. I should watch that movie with my kids sometime. And take a job site out of town 2 hours away. Not about the traveling life. I mean, if there's a significant monetary advantage to the traveling life, I might be for it. But, nah. How you doing there, Hamter? Welcome into the channel. About the usual today. Yeah. I mean, if the only incentive is you get, money for food, but you're in a hotel room, that's no. Now, if they say we're gonna pay you an extra $5 an hour to go travel to this job site, put you up in a hotel room, and give you food pay, all right, you know, that can add up, you know. Does squad play? Who's that there, Hamter? Or are you talking about the squad? In which case, I have no idea because I don't typically follow along with them. One of the truck you were promised 8 months ago, a raise plus out of town pay, and they couldn't come up with an answer, so you told. Exactly, yeah. Like I said, if they want to say, all right, you're gonna get more money to go do the out of town thing. All right, now we're talking. And And Hamster, thank you very much for that follow. I do greatly appreciate it. This is leased. This is equipment rented by the contract I'm doing. But currently, the farm started out a John Deere farm. This is actually my equipment here, and it's transitioning to Agco. I'll be doing over the winter time, I'll be selling off wood chips and using that to replace some equipment. But this map starts out John Deere equipment, so... Come on, guy. No, come on. Yeah, that particular trailer's weird. Like, the center of the trailer, it doesn't want to load in for some reason. Oops, my bad. Took out the stop sign. But, yeah, so far it's working out alright. I didn't see that stop sign. I'm gonna avoid the light. Taking the side street. I do. It should be down below the channel, or I think I have an exclamation YT. I don't think so though. But it should be down below the stream. It's where all my VODs go. Ah, I do have an exclamation YouTube. YT. Can't remember. Yep. That's the plan, Cope. That's what chat voted on this morning. It was a 4-to-1 vote, so 1050. Yep, eventually. I've got that 7R I've got to replace. I don't know if I'm going to go to a 900 or jump straight to the 10 to the Fent 1000 series. Not sure. Because I've got to replace that this winter. I got to replace the mower set. I'm saying this winter in game, I'll have my wood chip sell off, which is going to finance that. So I've got to replace that tractor. I got to replace the mower set. Yeah, I don't care. And then what else do I need? Ah, there you go, Cope. Gotta try and think what else I've got to replace. I think at this point it's just the 7R and the mower set that I've got to do. Yes, I believe that's where I got it, Tim. I just searched, Upper Mississippi River Valley. There we go. Alright. Oop. Autosave. Details on. Alright, so one more set of the other trailers, and then the rest I'm going to send to my silo. Do I want to go? No, we'll leave that one there. Maybe not. Pruning a couple trees, chat. I think this one's gonna come down. Yeah, we'll prune this one here. I might have to do a little bit of pruning on this one here. One of the best base game harvesters. I guess that depends on your on your brand affinities. There's a few. The Fent Ideal's good. Maybe if you're a John Deere fan. Yes, Cope. We'd gone in. I'm gonna take this one here. Well, that's the joy of going Agco instead of just Valtra. You can still use a Fent and get up to significant power. Alright, we're gonna hold off on emptying this one here. I'm gonna use this one first. That way we can get closer to making sure we get to the finished number. There it is. But yeah, Hamter, the Fent Ideal is good. The X9 is good, but expensive. Yeah, that's an option. Um, so, I mean, there's always the 1100. That gets you pretty high up there as far as the power goes. This will get you to 5. The best Voltra? I think the best Voltra stops in the medium series. The Q gets to 305. Yep. Q series gets to 305. Dang it. Wrong button. So yeah, I still need to get the maintenance piece into the farmyard. I know where I'm going to place that. And we still need to get the landscaping and stuff done over there. I hate that Giants, the mirror setting doesn't accurately work. Yep, I will be, Cope. There might be a modded set of ag. I'm sure there's a modded set of Fendt tractors or Agco tractors.
What's wrong with the in-game Fendt tractors? The black and black?
I don't have a problem with it. Cope was just
Oh,
saying he
oh,
wished
right,
they were in black on black.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got the... I'm just looking at the Fendt Ideal Power Level. Now that one actually, if you're on a really uneven map, actually adapts to the terrain with the header. But that's sort of
Does it?
black and black.
Yeah. But that, does that one get as good as the ideal for the hopper capacity? I think that one caps out high, at a lower level.
So the one, let's see, is 12.5k capacity, so 12,500.
Yeah, the ideals get up to 17.
Unmodded.
So. Yeah,
Mine might be a bit bigger than that.
of course it is, Billy. Let me guess, you added a 0.
And maybe another 0 after that.
1.25 million, Billy?
I think it was about 1 million. I was using it for contracts
That's ridiculous.
originally. Yeah.
Aside from this Brux, I have no unrealistic sized equipment on this map.
Yeah.
I even took the Freightliner lime spreader and dropped it down to 32,000. And took the update mass false off. Dave's here.
He's just been rather quiet.
Most asleep.
See, Dave's about ready for his old man nap. Yeah, I didn't bring a ton of mods over to this map. A lot of the stuff I've just been using base game. No worries, Cope.
Yeah, most of the equipment I've got on my main farm is all like base game stuff. No big huge capacities or nothing. But the stuff I use for like doing contracts, that's where you get the bigger capacities just to get the fields done quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be good, but I'm also cheating at the same time, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I limited myself to one contract concurrent. So I can't have more than one contract going at a time. And, thus I'm not hiring tons of workers and stuff like that. Because I wanted to focus more on doing the actual farming and not playing the farm manager like I normally do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. Something like that. Obviously, if it's my own fields, I'll try and do them myself. But when it comes to contracts, I have no quarrels to put them on a hired helper and get going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like in this case, I've got a hired helper doing that contract. And I'm working on field work. Normally, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd just wait and I'd do it, in the off season.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the initial year, so I'm messing around with tweaking where some fields are gonna be, stuff like that. I don't have it on this particular tractor, Cope. Or I would do it. But when I leased this tractor, I didn't get that option. So I'm going to have to wait until I buy out the lease. And that might be a little bit. It'll at least be when I do my wood chip sell-off in the wintertime.
Yeah, if you've got the big Fendt Vario, is it 1050? That has the reversible chair or cab, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's like left shift B for Bravo to do it.
Yes, little demon, it is a mod. If you go to the in-game mod hub and search lease, it should come up. So any hourly payments I make, any monthly payments I make, or daily, those all take off the price of the tractor until I can buy the lease out. Which I thought was a decent idea. So I'm using some of the equipment that's doesn't normally get as many hours put on it. I'm leasing it, and then I will buy out the lease later on. Except for like this Brux. I'll probably just return it when I'm done with this little group of trees, because I don't plan on clearing huge swaths of trees. Oh, your heels. Line your August, can't plant corn till October, so 2 months. There you go. Yeah, I
One thing I
kind of
do like
imposed
actually.
some limitations on myself for this map to...
Yeah, one thing I do like about 22 is obviously if you've done a contract, sometimes within the next couple of months you'll find that that equipment is in like the used
Yep.
sales menu, so you can actually purchase it if you quite like it. So that's one nice thing they did with the game.
That is another mod I picked up too, was the one that gives you an XML where you can adjust the parameters for the search. So I increased it to, I think, 10 units available with up to a 45% discount on them. But it makes all the settings adjustable for the used menu. So there's a T series in there. There's grain cart and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, it was on the in-game mod. I was like, yeah, that's a good mod, because only having like 4 or 5 options in there is like, really? That's it? It's farming. I guarantee you there's way more used equipment available.
Yep.
So it makes all that stuff adjustable for you if you want to. But I'm going to stick to 1-day months for the time being. And just kind of go. Cope would like to know how your wife's doing today, Mr. Billy.
She's not too bad. She's been a little bit tired recently, so. But she's off to see her boys this weekend, so she's happy.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, it's her eldest's birthday on Thursday, day after mine, so.
There you go.
Yeah. To celebrate that with him for the first time in God knows how many years.
Right on. Yeah, see, I wouldn't ever think to find myself going over a 3-day month either, little demon. It just... Upper Mississippi River Valley volts drop.
I think T. Miller and Surfing Cowboy Gaming did a playthrough on that one, didn't they?
They might have. I think also that I think I saw wheels on it too.
Hmm. Yeah, it's very familiar, the bits I've seen of it so far.
Yeah, it's based in a real life area. The only thing is, when they did the map, because it's been converted from 17 to 19 and now to 22, they got the map upside down. Because this is Ohio, or no, Iowa, and this is Mississippi. But in real life, you got to flip it all 180 degrees.
Wow.
But if you look at McGregor, Iowa, see, McGregor's on this side, and then Prairie du Chien is on the other side. So there's Prairie, there's McGregor. You got to flip the whole map 180 degrees. But you can see, I think he also shrunk it down a little bit too, because, I mean, obviously this is being 2 miles, so it got condensed down a little bit, but you've got, this is your road kind of coming out of town here. But like I said, originally I was looking at some 16x maps that were more just, again, farming related. And I came across a couple, but then I'm like, 16x, then I'm going to want to have auto drive and stuff, and my goal was to avoid auto drive. I just, do it myself. Or at the very least, make it so that if the, if I did want to move a piece of equipment using the in-game auto drive, the in-game worker system, it works fairly well on this map. Not the greatest, but fairly well. And as I was looking at some of the 16s, a couple caught my eye, but one of them I tried to load and it had massive issues, so I said, no. Started looking at some other maps, came across somebody doing a preview video on this map. That map looks alright. Looked at a couple of other 4X, but settled on this one to just play around on for a little while. At least this one doesn't have all the productions. And I know Dave said, yes, you don't have to use them, but they're there, so it makes me want to use them. It's like the very tempting cookie jar. You're told not to touch it. You tell yourself, I'm not going to touch the cookie. You go to the cookie jar. So this helps me keep my hand out of the cookie jar. I almost had actually gone back to my Wolf Creek save initially. But I also wanted to do, something new and different. Just check things out. And this one had come up. I said, it's a decent looking map. Alright, yeah, that should be good enough. It starts to get really narrow through there, so we're gonna cap it at that. I'll paint in grass up there, the bushes, and then I need to make this white mix paintable for me, because it's not by default paintable with the map. Alright, the last thing I want to check before I go back down to the back with that. I think I own part of that. Nope, it curves away, that's fine. So we just need to make sure that we have enough space over there to put in the
I like those cow sheds.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. That was another thing that I was looking at, is something where that it had the pens more built in. And this area here is from this cow shed. There's two more, so they'll actually have the cows, they'll show a lot more cows, because it'll be technically 3 pens worth of cows outside. This is supposed to be the calf building, but there is no calves on this map, so.
Those bigger buildings, the two side by side, almost remind me of the cow shed that we had on PV County. Very similar to that, with a little drive through the middle and all that.
Could be, yeah. So, yeah, you end up with 3 cow barns. I'm not currently utilizing this shed, though I will be putting some equipment in that shed. Um, this farm had a decent layout. I replaced the farmhouse with the Elm Creek one, or Elk Mountain one rather, not Elm Creek, Elk
Yeah.
Mountain. I want to do some work in this area here and put in a couple of greenhouses. Like maybe a greenhouse over here or two, and then one or two over here or something. Or I do want to have chickens. Your pen's too big, Billy. Damn it.
You need like a small, open, like one with no fence type thing there.
Yeah. Well, I grabbed yours because I was going to bring yours along, but I forgot how big yours was because I was like, you know what? It gives that nice open
Yeah.
kind of look where it would mold more to the ground like the rest of the pens do. I have to go see if I can't get Reliance again, because he's got some that are the open style without the fencing.
Yep.
And that might go good on that side of the driveway next to the pond.
I haven't seen him run around in ages. What do we disappeared off to?
Alright, this should more than cover what we need for the... Yep. This will more than cover what I need for the contract. We won't dump, though, until we're done harvesting. The rest will go into the other trailer. And once the contract's complete, that'll save until it's till a good time for it to sell. So, yeah, there's a couple other quirky little things that I'm going to have to fix for my own liking, but otherwise it's a decent map. It looks good and seems to play alright so far. Play around on it for a little bit. Follow along with what Dave's doing for the half-size map, and
I'm hoping he
maybe.
streams most of it so I can get a lot of pointers.
Yeah, we'll see. I know Dave, he'll probably start streaming some of the work on it and then get an idea in his head that he wants to save for release and
Yeah.
then, like, get all secretive about it.
Hmm. I wonder.
Gonna have to stop midway to go empty that other the combine. But yeah, the basically all of your silos on this map are technically productions because they have propane for drying corn down. And for whatever reason, they don't register on the statistics page for the amount of stuff in storage. So you can never tell without going over to the silo how much it has in it.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I know there is a way to force it to show. And I thought I had that before I started stream. That's what I was messing around with, but I probably put it on the wrong line or did something stupid. So I'll have to go back and tweak around with that. Of course, because all of the silos are productions for that reason, it throws a bunch of warnings because a lot of what gets held in the silos isn't an actual production item, so there's no input or output for this, but it's in storage. Which, you know, whatever, I ignore that warning. It doesn't affect the usage of the silo at all. There is one weird error that shows up in regards to the power lines, some of the power lines. And I haven't been able to figure out what causes it. So I ignore it, because it doesn't seem to bother the map any.
That field next.
Sorry about that, chat. I'd asked the youngest to do one of his chores that I've been asking him for 3 days to do, and his response was, okay, I'm going to bag up the recyclables, and then just shove the bag in front of the door to the, you know, to go outside. No, that is not doing... Take the bag to the garage where it goes. Don't do half of what I asked you. Do all of what I asked you. Especially if he wants to have a sleepover the end of the week with his friend. Alright, so we will empty the first of these two, and then leave the other one. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing over here? 16 grand to go. Alright, you're good to go. Oh. Over the river. $20 more hours. Do you have 4K? Wow, Cromwell, that's a lot of hours. The 1050 should have a reversible. The 1000 series cope. There we go. Contract complete, chat. Liming, a couple of plowing contracts. Nothing jumps out, so we are not going to pick up any more contracts at the time being.
I think it's just standard on the tractor there, Mr. Cope.
Yeah, that one's standard. The Vulture, it's an option. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna replace this tractor with the Fendt 1000 or the Fendt 900. I might go to a 900. A lot of it's gonna depend on what I can afford after I'm done the wood chip sell-off.
Left shift and B for Bravo there, Mr. Cope.
What's the difference in pricing on those two? You'll get to around 330.
Oh, good, I had to put it in the right chat.
You start at 330. Oh, hey, hi. I don't know how much money I'm going to end up with for selling off the wood chips throughout the winter. And the wood chips, I want to try and go towards buying one of these two fields. I would like to be able to get one of those two fields, replace the combine, and obviously its headers, and replace this tractor. That's my goal with the wood chip sell-off. Because I've gotten 2.8 million liters of wood chips.
I know sapwood.
Alright, there we go. Nope. Over here, tools.
It does. Yes. Good. So if
Not
anybody
bad.
needs to refill a herbicide or fertilizer, you can use the PV tanker. Cool.
It floats a little bit, but you know what? I like it. That works for me. Puts it just outside the shop, so to speak. Because there's no default. You like the Tool Workshop Toolbox mod?
Random. We go.
Yeah, this one works fairly well. Um, I like it because it's small enough. It just makes a little spot. It's cheap. And I mean, it kind of fits in this case. You know, it's right outside the shed here. And this way, if I have a header on a trailer or something, I can just pull up, do it, and then be able to swing out and around. I did want to come over here. There. That's a little better. I don't know if I can actually put anything on that or not. Looks like it maybe can. Can't outline an area and select a fill option for mass painting an area like that. That'd be interesting, yeah. Let's do this first.
Yeah, drink. I shall be back in a minute.
Yep. $10 to fix mistake. Yep. Been there. I still remember one night when I was playing PV County 19, and I was doing some painting, and it was late. I was tired, and fell asleep while painting, and the mouse hit the edge of the screen and just took off in a straight line from near Johnson Farm straight through the mountains all the way up over to where PMS was. Luckily, it was going at a fast rate for a lot of that, so it was skipping along, and I had the brush size probably this. And I ended up with a line of grass, and it went straight through the mines, deleted all the mining material in those areas. You know, I kind of did one of those head snap up moments and went, oh, wait, what? And as I was on my way back, I'm like, oh, son of, go to the menu to quit out, autosave. Well, gonna live with that now. So for the remainder of my time on that map, you could see through several of the mines these big circles where it deleted all the mining material. But I took the time to go back in and, alright, this mine was iron, and this mine was copper, and this one was and repaint in the circles. I wasn't streaming back then. I had not yet become a streamer at that time. I had not yet been that inspired by Dave to start streaming. Just an idea for future streams. Yeah, sure, Don. Yep, I'm gonna intentionally in a future stream fall asleep and just. Yep. Though of course I've done it, especially if I take my muscle relaxers. Like this morning, I'm trying to look for a mod and. Yeah, that's when it would have been really nice to have an undo button. Alas, I don't think that's anything Giants will ever implement. There we go. A little bit better access around the shed here and so on. And to shut down your DLCs tomorrow, 22 is out for free on consoles. Your friend is playing it for the first time. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, tomorrow if you're Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. Mine will still turn over, so I don't know. Why not? It's marshy looking. Alright, now the question is, we need to have probably at this height here. Master Glitch, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the channel. How are you doing today? Frickin' god dang it. Gonna fill this in. Place down our piece. Alright, that should work. Oh, thank you, dear. I didn't think it was that close to being done. Supper time, chat. Alright. Think that'll work for there. Oh, do we go gravel this? Do we do this kind of gravel here? Do we do rock? You know what? We're gonna... There we go. we need to soften this edge here. Build it in a little bit. Oopsie. This is what I wanted right here. This. Smoothing out this area. Bob Ross. No, definitely not. It's a weird transition right here. Only if he spends hours painting. Covered all up with a happy tree. That's right.
What's for supper then?
Beef stew.
Oh yeah, nice. Do you put like dumplings and stuff in it as well or not?
No. Beef, potato, carrots,
Right, yeah.
big slices of onion. There. So now I just need to get it so I can paint this combination of texture, which I know is something he's got in the map. It just isn't set to a paintable texture. We'll add some bushes in a little bit. I'm going to do a fence, I think, along here. We got to paint some grass in here. The grass texture. Um, that. Viking Pajamas, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the channel. And Cersei Baka, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome into the channel. On grass. Alright, like that. Nope. Oh, that's the idea. I'm intentionally doing it, little demon. Just to kind of show that yes, it's got crushed gravel down, but it's been worn into the dirt over time. Something like that. Then I'll repaint some grass, add some more bushes in. Do some more work along here. Then I'll do a fence after I drive through a couple times. That way I can make sure I've got a, I can get around enough. I want to make sure I've got enough room on this edge to be able to swing a tractor around, you know? And then I can start loading that up. The real question is going to be, some form of a chicken barn that I can put over here. Then I'm going to put a couple of greenhouses over here. And I'm going to take the fence, and the fence is going to kind of carry through and separate out the field. Something like that. Yeah, they did a pretty good job with the ponds and the culvert pipes and stuff like that. The flow of the water, the ditches and stuff. Looks pretty good. So yeah, we'll plow in a field in this area here. I'll probably put some more trees in eventually. Maybe a couple of trees along this edge of the fence or something. But the field will curve in through here. Come down here, curve. We'll have a field here. I'm going to make a field out of this. This is our field here. But like I said, I'd like to buy this one or this one midwinter. Preferably maybe this one because it's right off the farm. This field here is going to get changed and extended up. But I need to come in and redo the grass along here, the bushes and shrubs and stuff. I'll do the bushes and shrubs. I'll paint the grass texture in, and then I'll use that as my the edge of the field. Same with over here. This is going to get changed, but up on this very, way up here, I'm going to replant some trees on this peninsula there. And this section here is going to come out a little bit. I'm going to round this off here. And I'll end up with some trees over there. Because it's really difficult to turn around over here. So I'll round this out here. Morning, farming guy. Of course Tim would do that. So yeah, we'll flatten this out here, put in a couple of greenhouses. Just for, generic pay. Not going to flatten it out a ton. I'm just going to bring it up a little bit in height so there's not quite as much of a drop off here. And then I'll put, I don't know, 4 or 5 in here. All in all, I like it. It's decent. Let me see. See, because I thought the manure extension here, the manure heap, I thought it had to be within a certain distance of the... I thought it told you how far away it could, it was type of thing, but maybe not. You wouldn't even know how to play on a normal map again? Dave has that effect.
Yeah, I thought it had to be within a certain radius as well, to be honest.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe he did something in the map with the actual barns themselves, the animal pens.
Well, I'm miles away from my, and it's saying I can place one down.
I wonder maybe if they made a change to it and just didn't say anything.
Possible.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Giants changed something.
Mm.
Because I used to remember, like, you had to, it would come up saying you've got to be
Within
so close to a
certain, yeah.
barn, too far away from the animal pen or something. One second, chat. Oh, you fucker. He's flying around again. That damn fly. Don't know where it came from. All of a sudden, this giant fucking fly been flying around my closet. Well, he'd stopped for a second, so I grabbed the fly swatter. I'm like, alright, you're stopped. You're mine. Problem is, a lot of times they stop on the monitor, so you want to whack them, but you don't want to break the monitor. That'd be a lizard, manure heap. Because you have manure heap and you have manure heap extension. And I'm wondering if maybe they changed loading station storage radius is 10. Yep. Hmm. Ah, it's the silo extension that you need to use, not the silo. That was where I was going wrong.
Yeah, oh, okay.
And this is the needs to be placed next to a barn. And these don't count. Because I mean, next to a barn, that's 2 barns right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the problem is, this is what constitutes the barn here. I think this is the one for all 3 of them. Can't be, though. So, I mean, if that's the case... Yeah, see, so this is a barn. That's a barn. Where's the third one? Ah, so this is the third one. So you get that there is a trigger for one, this is the trigger for this one, and this is the trigger for that one.
That's weird.
This is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you, Fly. Fuck, I missed him. And I still hit myself. Well, he landed on the back of my hand, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'll sacrifice a little
Yep.
swat to the back of my hand to get the fly. But I missed him. Story of my life, chat. Story of my life. Alright, so it is supper time, which means I need to eat something. And I don't want to keep doing this, so let's save it up here. Is there anybody...
Wheels is on.
Oh, Wheels is online. Yeah. I'm gonna raid Wheels so I can eat for a little while and mess around with a few things, and then, fucking fly.
He lands on me and you whack me with that, we gonna have issue.
I know, dear. I know. Alright. They don't make a bug assault pistol. Oh yeah, the air ones. Alright. We're gonna go raid Mr. Wheels while I eat and mess around with a few things off camera. And then, depending on how I feel, I may go live again later. If not, I will be back again tomorrow.
While wife is working.
My wife is working. So, big thank you, Billy, for that raid earlier. Thanks, everybody, for the follows and hanging out with me. Like I said, we'll be back again either later today or sometime tomorrow morning. Till then, let's go hang out with Mr. Wheels, say hello to him, and we'll catch y'all later. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. Take care, stay safe.